How far are we?
About a week, I think.
You think? You don't know?
When we went to Castle Black, we took the King's
Okay, so we're coming up on Jon Snow after they just climbed the wall, guys.
road.
And it's their first time in the South.
You and your roads. Is that how you lot do your fighting?
Usually it's the young boys banging the drums.
What good are they?
They help the men march.
How?
Well, it's the rhythm.
Right,
What
it's the
do you mean?
pace. Keeps them,
Right foot, left
keeps the
foot,
pace
right foot,
going,
left
guys.
foot, right foot. When Mans gives the signal and we hit Castle Black.
It's a little bit more than that.
Drum.
All right, it's a little bit more than that. They know when they hear the drums, right? Beat by beat. They know that's a pace they need to keep. No, they don't need help remembering their left and right foot. It's just the pace.
I know you cut me loose on the wall.
Cut her loose too. Do you see her sulking about it? That's because she understands the way things are.
Oh.
And now you're going to share it with me.
When it suits them, and they kill each other when it suits them.
Oh, he's just bitter,
She
guys.
knows it. You don't. Which is why you'll never hold on to her.
Yeah, he's just bitter. Like, why doesn't she love me? It's probably how you act, bro.
Lord Walder is prickly by nature.
Prickly? Is that what you call it? Might be the least pleasant man I've ever met.
Yes, and that is
I've
why we have
seen
to...
wet I like better than Walder Frey.
Edmure is the best match a Frey has had in the history of their house. We should all get some sleep.
Yeah, the mother understands, guys. That was not a good deal. Like, we get it. Lord Frey is going to get a super cool, amazing prospect. But she's right. He absolutely wanted a king. And you, instead, didn't care about that.
Many surprises for her.
What?
How am I supposed to sit here planning a war when you're over there looking like that?
Continue doing what you're doing? I don't know. That's what I would do,
Come with
at
me one
least.
day to Volantis. I know she'd love to meet you. And her grandchild.
That's had many surprises. She's pregnant.
What now?
Right. I mean, she did kind of just lead. She kind of told us a little while ago. There are a couple of surprises, right? I was wondering, turns out she's pregnant. All right, let's get it.
No grace, no skill. Few dozen thrusts and done. You need to be patient. Give it time.
Come on!
His advice, it sounds pretty sound, guys.
Hey, come on.
It does.
He barely talks.
I've seen you two whispering in the night, giggling like a pair of girls.
Why do you care so
You're
much?
jealous.
Of course I'm
Bro, okay, good.
jealous.
Of course he's jealous.
Should be with one of your own.
Right.
And you're one of my own. I've never heard a calm word from your mouth.
You would, if you were mine. I tell you that
Some advice, really quickly. She's not wrong, right? She's never heard a kind word from your mouth. He then responds, "You would if you were my lady." I'm guessing is how this is working out here, guys, right? But here's the thing. How about you be nice, right? Just be nice, and then maybe, just maybe, you would have had a chance, but,
You're jealous.
fierce.
you should have said these things
Why?
before.
I'd be good to you.
Stupid little girl with stupid dreams who never learns.
Come on. I remember the first time I saw you in the throne room. I'd never seen anyone who looked so unhappy. I want very much for you to be happy, Sansa, and so does my grandmother. Has Lord Tyrion mistreated you?
No,
No,
Has he been kind to you?
he's tried.
within reason, I think, right?
You don't want him, though.
He's a Lannister.
Far from the worst Lannister, wouldn't you say?
Right.
I'm sorry.
Like, guys, if you had to choose between the Lannisters, it would have to be him because, for the most part, all of them are terrible, except for Tyrion. Tyrion is I think he's more good than bad. I think this is kind of why I like him. Cersei, no. Jaime, no. Joffrey, no. The father, I would say he's the second best Lannister, right? And I would definitely say after that, it's probably, I don't know. I can't think, honestly, who is worse. Oh, guys, really quickly. So my project manager specifically said I need to say something about Jaime, right, in this video. So she read through all the comments and was like, stop being so mean to Jaime. And so then I had to explain, listen, I don't like Jaime. I'm trying. Well, no, I'm not really trying, because the problem is here is that I generally am not so willing to accept people that do things to children, right? So very specifically, Jaime, regardless of whatever got him into the situation that he was in terms of like him being a terrible person and everyone else had to dislike him and he became someone who, you know, all these things. For me, he absolutely did something terrible to a child in the beginning of the show, guys. And that is enough kind of for me to hold that very closely to me, guys. I just easily cannot. I just can't forgive that. That is one thing that I don't. It's really hard for me to move on past, right? But I'm fully aware what Jaime did, right? The reason why he's called the Kingslayer, I understand. But I seriously did notice one thing about what he said. He didn't really do anything until he was told to bring his father. So at the end of the day, he really just wanted to save his father, and the other people were just collateral, guys. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I kind of see that very specific scene, guys. But let's continue.
Your son might be the Lord of Casterly Rock and the North someday. What?
My son. With him. We'll have to.
If it's the pain you're worried about.
I'm not afraid of the pain.
Some women like tall men. Some like short men. Some like hairy men, some like bald men. Gentle men, rough men, ugly men, pretty girls. Most women don't know what they like until they've tried it. Sadly, so many of us get to try so little before we're old and grey.
Message.
Tyrion may surprise you. From what I've heard, he's quite experienced. Yes, sweet girl. My mother taught me.
Right.
She's a child.
She's a foot taller than you.
A tall child.
What's the youngest you've ever had?
Not that young. Shay isn't going to like it.
Shay is. Are you going to marry her?
Oh, man.
How did you want Shay? Keep her. Wed one and bed the other. All you have to do is get her son in the Stark girl. You waste time trying to get people to love you. You'll end up the most popular dead man in town.
I don't pay you to put evil notions in my head. The ones already there don't need company.
You pay me to kill people who bother you.
You wanted to speak to me?
Yes. I'd like a report on the meetings of my small council.
You're welcome to attend the meetings of your small council, Your Grace. Any or all of them.
I've been very busy. Many
Doing
important
nothing.
matters require King's attention.
Bro, he's doing nothing.
Of course.
Right.
You've been holding the council meetings in the Tower of the Hand instead of the small council chamber.
We could arrange to have you carried.
Right.
Tell me about the Targaryen girl in the east and her dragon.
Bro, he's so unlikable. I cannot
Ready
explain
to
it,
hear
guys.
about this.
Is it true?
Like, the father is definitely a much better character, guys.
Don't you think we ought to do something about it?
You can do nothing about it.
But I haven't been counseled.
You are being counseled at this very moment.
Pay attention, bro. Guys, the father finds it very hard to show any real respect to Joffrey. He's just being cordial with him for the most part. Yunkai.
How many slaves are there in Yunkai?
And we have 200,000 reasons to take the city.
Okay. like, guys, I mean, I respect it. Obviously, she's doing it for a super admirable, honorable cause, but can she? Like, this would be the first time we're actually seeing what the soldiers that she got could actually do. I mean, it was pretty easy against the masters, right? But it's a super bold move. Oh, he feels threatened. Guys, the expression on his face. Like, this shows how powerful she is, absolutely. Like, the look on his face is like sheer terror, right? As he's looking around, he sees people that he considers absolutely undesirable, and he is absolutely threatened by the notion of them surrounding him. Guys, my opinion. It looks like they're bringing gifts.
You may approach. Sit.
No, I wouldn't. I'm not getting anywhere near those dragons, bro.
Against our walls, you shall find no easy conquest here, Khaleesi.
Mine studied need practice, so I was told to blood them early.
Right.
If blood is your desire, blood shall flow.
Okay.
But the Yunkai are a forgiving and generous people.
Yunkai. Okay. They're forgiving and
The wise
generous
masters of
people.
Yunkai have sent a gift for the Silver Queen.
The Silver Queen? Because of the hair? Gold?
As I said, we are a generous people. You shall have as many ships as you require.
And what
Right.
do you ask in return?
To leave,
All
probably.
we ask is that you make use of these ships. And we have powerful friends who would take great pleasure in destroying you.
That doesn't matter.
Those who survive, we shall enslave once more.
That's not going to happen.
Perhaps we'll make a slave of you as well.
That will never happen. And if I were you, I'd sit back down.
You swore me safe conduct.
I did. Bet my dragons made no promises. And threatened their mother.
Right.
The Yunkish are proud people. They will not bend.
What happens to things that don't bend?
They break.
He said he had powerful friends. Who was he talking about?
Like, as of right now, I don't think that there's an army out there that has the ability to even go up against hers. I think without a doubt she is unstoppable now. Right now, as of right now, she's unstoppable. And I can only imagine, being that we're only in season 3, that things are going to progress pretty fast. And she will obviously become stronger based off of the overall, concept of storytelling. Right? I mean, if she's this strong now, wow.
Am I going somewhere?
Of course you're not going anywhere.
So, am I invited to your wedding?
Just say yes.
I didn't ask for this marriage.
Right.
I didn't want it.
No.
It's still wild.
She's a...
Like, listen, from her very interesting perspective, this is wild, okay? There's nothing you can say, Tyrion, nothing, to make her feel better.
Going
Nothing.
somewhere. Of course you're not going anywhere. I am a Lannister of Casterly Rock.
And I'm Shay the Funny.
My feelings for you have not changed. It will not be like that.
No? What will it be like?
I will buy you a good home.
It will be just like
somewhere
that.
in the city.
She's in a terrible situation.
Oh.
Wow. This is a thing. Can he run away? Yeah. Will he instantly give up on the everything about the life that he has had up until this point? Absolutely. I don't think his father will chase him. So he's not going to, though, guys. He can't. It's from the battle? No.
What happened?
Wildfire.
You saying my father, he was some lord or...
There. Your father's house.
Guys, a sense of pride just washed over his face. Absolutely amazing actor here. Like you can see his expression.
He's not my one you got.
No. Who's yours?
Death.
Oh, right. She's intense, guys. Arya, super intense, and I love it.
Party. How many?
Just let her go, bro. Just let her go. Escape.
Kick all you like, Wolfgar. Won't do you no good.
Bro, where'd you just come from? Were you like plotting in the shadows, bro? Oh no, Arya. Okay, listen. Arya is one of my favorite characters. That may sound strange, I don't know, because a lot of people really, really like characters I don't like. But listen, Arya, I think, is one of the most dynamic characters of the show, guys. I don't know what it is. As of right now, she's my favorite. I've seen her and Tyrion. I really like Tyrion.
I owe you a debt.
Mm-hmm.
When Catelyn Stark released you, we both made a promise to her. Now it's your promise. You gave your word. Keep it and consider the debt paid.
I will return the Stark ghost to their mother. I swear it.
Goodbye, Sir Jaime.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Jaime.
Safe journey, Kingslayer. Nothing to say. I liked you better before. I don't remember chopping your balls off, too. Don't you worry about your friend. We'll take good care of her.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, this man was hiding in the shadows the entire time. Guys, that was uncomfortable. I'm glad it's over. Be honest, right? But that was unnecessary. Okay, director. Too long.
Terrible timing.
This man is a savage.
But I'm
guys.
getting jealous.
Okay.
Well, should we see this cock everyone's always going on about?
Bro, what even is that? A horn?
Everyone knows you love girls. This is mercy. I'm not killing you, just making a few alterations.
Oh.
You gotta scare it off.
Oh my. Nightmare. The stuff of nightmares, guys. What would you do without your... Oh, no, I have no idea what you would do without it. Listen, I don't even know how girls exist. Okay, let's start there. Like, how do you walk around with nothing swinging? Okay? How are you comfortable? I don't know how you're comfortable. I wouldn't be comfortable. I don't think. No. I had this discussion with my wife, right? And she's like, I could never have one of those things, right? Why? Because it's just something hanging, right? It would be weird. So I guess it's the same thing coming from their point of view. Like, how do you walk around with something just hanging? Right? I get it. Right? But I just don't know. It would probably be hard to have one and then not to have one, I think. Like a phantom pain, maybe. Like you get what I'm saying? Like phantom limb syndrome or something. Maybe. Because like in your head, you're like, it's there, but it's not there. I don't know, guys. It's rough. It's rough.
Winterfell has towers 3 times that size.
Well, I'm Jon Snow and I'm from Winterfell. My daddy was a fancy lord and I lived in a tower that touched the clouds.
If you were impressed by a windmill, you'd be swooning if you saw the Great Keep at Winterfell.
What's swooning?
Fainting.
What's fainting?
Is she joking?
When a girl sees blood and collapses.
Why would a girl see blood and collapse?
Right.
Well,
not all girls.
not all girls are like you.
Right. Well,
All
wait.
girls see more
Right.
fainting.
Not all girls, though. It's just a weird thing to say, right?
Do you like girls who swoon, Jon Snow? Oh, a spider! Save me, Jon Snow.
Right.
My dress is made of the purest silk from Tra-la-la-la-lally day.
I'd like to see you in a silk dress.
Well, you rip from a pretty silk dress.
Right.
I'll blacken your eye.
Oh. Guys, these outfits are super functional. I would love one of these
Maybe
things.
one day I'll take you
Like,
to Winterfell.
seriously. Like the whole outfit.
Oh, maybe one day I'll take you there. After we've taken our land back.
Not hers, though. His. His looks a lot better.
The 7th will be the same.
Mance is different.
You don't have the discipline.
Right.
You don't have the training. Your army is no army. You don't know how to fight together.
You don't know that.
I do.
It's pretty obvious.
I know it. If you attack the wall, you'll die. All of you.
Right, John. You're slipping. You're slipping, John. Well, that was random. I didn't expect this to happen. What? Hodor.
Hodor.
Right, Hodor. Why are you talking to him?
What are you telling him? It's all right, Usher. It's all right. You think I can't hear you every day? Where you belong. What if I belong in the north? What if I fell from that tower for a reason?
You did. It's because Jaime very specifically did not want the king to know that he was clapping the cheeks of his sister. And that most likely that's been going on for a really long time. And the kids that Robert thinks are actually his are not. And they're actually Jaime's. He fathered multiple children with his sister. And the heir, his only heir, is going to be, honestly, well, somewhat Gendry, right? And not Joffrey and the other ones, right? So that's why you were pushed out of the onto the ground, basically, because of Jaime.
His eyes bluer than clear sky.
Yeah, he was a zombie. Absolutely.
He came at me, grabbed me by the neck, and squeezed.
Far better this sort of work than Grand Maester Pycelle.
Faint
Bro, is that lotion? Looks like Nivea.
Take your chain. Do you fondle one boy too many?
No, my lord, that's not my weakness.
What is?
Curiosity. The only way to treat disease is to understand disease. And the only way to understand it is to study the afflicted.
Okay.
You performed experiments on living men.
On dying men.
With their permission.
My studies have given me insight. It has saved many lives.
Dying paupers, I assume.
Then he puts like the dirtiest rag he can possibly find onto his open wounds, basically.
Men with no families to complain. You found them moaning in the poorhouse, had them carted back to your garret, and opened up their bellies to see what was inside.
100? Countless.
He doesn't care about human life.
Countless has a nice ring to it.
Not really.
Lives if you're saved.
Right.
500,000.
Okay.
She'll be their entertainment tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond tonight, I don't think they care very much.
All right, so he's going to go save Brianna Tarth. But I feel like there has to probably be another reason. That I just don't think that he'll just go save someone for the sake of saving someone. I think that there has to absolutely be another reason. Like, what's in it for him? That's what we need to figure out, I think.
Nice bear.
What happened? Is that even a real sword? It looks wood.
A wooden sword? Thought you'd gone. You gave her wood. So go buy yourself a golden hand and... Yourself with it.
Okay, this is uncalled for, guys. Just really quickly, this is uncalled for. She absolutely does not deserve this deletion, this way of being deleted, guys, because I think her character is absolutely strong the entirety of the series so far that we've encountered her. At least she's been great. I have not sensed any type of like ill will. She has just been a character that is written well, delivered very well, and honorable. I chase honor in its absolute form. Easily one of the better characters. I keep forgetting her because she's not on the screen a lot. But yeah, she's one of my favorites also, guys. Let me add her to my list. Or, I'm sorry, she was one of my favorite characters. Yeah. So who's going to survive this? This feels very selfless of him.
Lord Bolton's orders.
What do you think is more important to Lord Bolton? Getting his pet rat a reward or ensuring Tywin Lannister gets his son back alive?
I mean, you can't be an idiot your whole life, bro, right?
Sorry about the sapphires.
Guys, that bear was absolutely gigantic. You know, I'm glad she made it out. I'm worried about how Shay is going to respond to this. That has kind of been dwelling on me for the most part, the entirety, because she absolutely loves Tyrion, but Tyrion is now put into a situation where he has to marry Sansa and get her pregnant, obviously, and have a baby. And that in itself is obviously super offensive to Shay. Shay and Tyrion are in pretty much a terrible situation. And I kind of wonder how that's going to turn out. But it's probably not going to turn out well because, again, her response, you know, without her fully understanding, even though she doesn't really have to understand what's happening, because she's right, she's not wrong, but it can't stop neither, right? So kind of based off of her response, I think that this may not turn out as well as I think it will be, at least. But I think Tyrion and Sansa will be an interesting unit, right? I can't wait to see that storyline. Hopefully we see some kids, right? This was definitely a gigantic turning point for Jaime, this episode, right here at the end, at least for the overall trajectory. Like, what we've seen so far from Jaime to up until now, this doesn't make any sense from what we've seen. But I still feel like there's probably something that we're missing here, guys. I don't know. Was there a reason? Like, why would he do that? Because Jaime's a terrible person. Why would he care about someone else? I don't know. Is there like a reward in it? Or maybe not a reward, but is there like, there has to be something in it for him. That's how I'm seeing it until I see something different. There has to be a reward, guys. But all right, listen. So if you guys want to see the full version of the episodes, it will absolutely be on Patreon at the second tier, guys. All right. And if you are on Patreon currently, let's just go ahead and jump into the next one. All right.